Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray edition of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Puss in Boots is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Universal. It can be found as a slipcover edition, available at your local and online retailers. Now, I have to admit, I was not the biggest fan of the original Puss in Boots spin-off. I love the Shrek films. Well, the first two mostly. But as a character, Puss in Boots always worked for me. But something about the original movie, I don't know, something was off about it. And I have gone back to it, so I think my opinion is pretty much set in that one. But going into the sequel, I was cautiously optimistic, and I do have to thank my wife for urging me to go see this one in the theaters. And I've got to say, I actually had a really good time. One of the big things that really drew me into the sequel was the animation style. It was a lot different than the previous film, which I'll touch on a little bit more later in the review part. But I enjoyed that you're going for something more unique, and in addition to the cast and story, I think it really works this time around. This latest film reinvigorated my interest in the characters, and I'm hoping to see them more in future sequels, or better yet, a return to Shrek proper. So we'll see what happens, but I actually really enjoyed it. Alright, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment, but first, let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the 4K slipcover edition of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I like it. We got some embossing on the lettering and the little thing there. I think it's fine. It actually works. Then we have the back. And the spine. Interior. There. And some artwork on the 4K disc. So, yeah. Very good. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Puss in Boots on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 239:1 aspect ratio. It was upscaled from a 2K digital intermediate with HDR10 for the grading. Now, animated films on 4K, when done right, can often really showcase what the format is capable of and often leads to demo-worthy visuals. Now, for this particular film, the HDR grading has some great application and then some. Unlike the first Puss in Boots movie, which was essentially a cut and paste of what was used in the Shrek films, the animation style here is very different. The look of this film is reminiscent of a painting come to life, and as such, practically the entire color spectrum is on full display. The HDR grading works overtime, allowing various shades of colors to flourish. I'd be hard-pressed to say any particular color stands out. They all do. The stylized look of the film benefits greatly. In certain scenes, the visual pop is scaled back, appropriately so, while in others, it's like Dave staring at the color vortex in 2001: A Space Odyssey. As often vivid as the color is, it still manages to stay in its lane and not succumb to blooming or bleed. No matter what the circumstances on screen, the palette flourishes with HDR behind it. Since this is a 2K DI upscale, the bump in detail isn't as great as you may think. Sure, there is more nuance in close-ups of Puss, Kitty, and other creatures, but it's not a staggering difference when I compared a few scenes with the included Blu-ray. Puss in Boots on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a Dolby Atmos audio mix. I honestly can count on one hand how many animated films on 4K have had demo-worthy audio experiences. The Atmos track provided on this 4K is one of the best and most immersive from an animated feature in recent memory. The overall output is presented in a very clean manner. The surround stage is wonderfully engaging and immersive, which manages to keep up with the on-screen action. The height channels are pretty active with great use of atmospheric and ambient effects, mostly complementary with occasional discrete audio cues. When Puss is fighting the giant at the beginning of the film, there is some fun overhead engagement. The front speakers deliver solid output and fully support the center. Dialogue is prioritized up front with no issues to speak of. The low end offers some good punchy moments. Animated films as a rule seem to dial this element back in most cases, but overall in this film, it's rewarding but not punishing for die-hard audiophiles. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Puss in Boots: The Last Wish on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A+. Animated films can be often hit or miss in regards to 4K with HDR, but this one strikes all the right notes. Colors burst off the screen with beautiful artistry, and the picture itself is exceptionally clean. This is one you can feel confident best represents the format. For the audio mix, I'm going to score this one an A. As far as sound designs go, the Atmos is better than your average animated feature. The surround stage is wonderfully active and pleasantly engaging. No TV speakers for you, sir. This deserves the home theater treatment. So that is my review of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave an Amazon link in the comments section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.